Good morning. Welcome to the forecast discussion for September 9th, 2014. It is currently 7:30 a.m. and I think you could tell the difference between where the skies cleared out and where they have not. Over the interior, temperatures range from the lower to mid 50s over, let's say, the Hudson River Valley and much of Connecticut. However, as you head towards the suburbs of Philadelphia and New York City, temperatures range from the upper 50s to lower 60s. And then along the coast in the New York City metropolitan area, lower to mid 60s, and the Philadelphia metropolitan area, mid to upper 60s. Clearly a difference between where the cloud cover stayed in and where it did not. And as a result, we're ending up with overcast to broken cloud cover over the Philadelphia and New York City metropolitan area. However, as you head north and west, skies clear out with clear skies over many locations and cool temperatures. One thing that is uniform throughout the entire region is the winds, around 5 to 15 miles per hour over the interior and 10 to 20 miles per hour along the coast, with some gusts over 30 miles per hour at times, as we have an area low pressure to our south and high pressure over New England, providing a very strong pressure gradient over the region, leading to those northeasterly winds. And those northeasterly winds are going to keep us cool too, with temperatures ranging from the lower to mid 70s along the immediate coast and mid to upper 70s throughout the rest of the Philadelphia and New York City metropolitan area. There will be a threat for showers, primarily along the coast, but not a washout today, that's for sure. On the surface map, you can clearly see the setup here. Low pressure setup around North Carolina, high pressure anchored in around the Canadian Maritimes. The difference leads to a pressure gradient and winds from the northeast, generally around 10 to 20 miles per hour along the coast and 5 to 15 miles per hour over the interior. For the most part, we're dealing with dry conditions. However, right along the immediate coast, we're going to be dealing with the threat for showers. When we take a look at the latest radar, you can see that batch of showers developing right along the Delmarva Peninsula. Now, what's going to happen is that this area of rainfall is going to lift north and east, and much of the steady rainfall is going to remain over the coastal waters. However, right along the coastal areas of New Jersey, from let's say Cape May County all the way up through Monmouth County in New Jersey, then clipping most of the southern portions of New York City, Long Island, and the extreme coastal areas of Connecticut. That's where you'll see the best potential for scattered showers this afternoon on through tomorrow morning. Again, not a washout, just be mindful of a few showers here and there. As you head north and west, especially over Connecticut, the Hudson River Valley, northwest New Jersey, and pretty much all of eastern Pennsylvania, generally dry conditions can be expected. I can't rule out an isolated shower, but key on the word isolated. Most locations will remain dry with some scattered cloud cover, and that's about it. On the infrared satellite picture, you can clearly see our area low pressure developing. You can see all that moisture streaming right along the coast. If we had any type of blocking out in the northern Atlantic, this could have been a more significant event here. As you can tell, if you saw the observations down here around North Carolina and Virginia, they've had significant rainfall down there, and they could use it. So if there was any type of blocking, it would have slowed down this low pressure system and pushed that moisture into our neck of the woods. But because there's no blocking in the northern Atlantic, this storm slides to the north and east or east-northeast, and thus keeps the heaviest precipitation out over the Atlantic and away from our neck of the woods. But you can see some of that lifting inching up towards the coast, and that's why there's likely to be a threat for showers along the New Jersey coast up towards Long Island and southern Connecticut. On the water vapor satellite picture, you can see that even more clearly. You can see the difference between the dry sinking air over the interior and that tropical feed pushing up towards our neck of the woods right over the coastal plain. The cold front out to the west, this needs to be watched for strong to possibly even a few isolated severe thunderstorms on Thursday evening. Behind that cold front, boy, is it going to change. You could say goodbye to above normal temperatures. You could say goodbye to 80s. You may even be able to say hello to 60s for highs in some locations behind this cold front. So let's take a look at the latest model guidance using the GFS model guidance for this morning. Again, for this afternoon, watch out for a few scattered showers along the coast. Heaviest rain stays over the coastal waters. Temperatures will range again from the lower to mid 70s in the New York City metropolitan area, mid to upper 70s everywhere else. For tonight, a few of those showers pass along the coast. The interior remains dry. Temperatures will vary once again depending on your location. Over the interior, upper 40s to lower 50s in some of those secluded valleys. Mid to upper 50s can be expected on the western suburbs of New York City and Philadelphia, and then upper 50s to lower 60s along the coast and in urban locations. For tomorrow, again, a few showers possible in the morning along the coast. Otherwise, scattered to broken cloud cover could be expected. Temperatures tomorrow afternoon will range from the mid 70s in the New York City metropolitan area and mid to upper 70s in the Philadelphia metropolitan area. Now, our strong cold front approaches on Thursday. Ahead of the cold front, by Thursday morning, we'll have a southwesterly wind at around anywhere from 5 to 15 miles per hour, possibly pushing to 10 to 20 miles per hour along the coast. Watch out for some locally dense fog potentially, especially with this humid air building in. But this air mass will not last long, and you really can't even call it hot and humid. Definitely above normal for this time of year. But high temperatures, I'm only expecting to be in the upper 70s to lower 80s along the immediate coast, lower to mid 80s everywhere else. True above normal? Absolutely. But I don't think it's going to be all that uncomfortable. And quite frankly, I'm only looking at a high at most of 85 degrees. Once this cold front moves through in the evening, though, you'll definitely notice a difference. First of all, expect showers and thunderstorms on Thursday evening. As that cold front clears out, you'll definitely notice a difference. First, winds will shift to the northwest around 10 to 20 miles per hour, and dew points will crash significantly by the time we get to Friday morning with a strong, what we call cold air transport, building into the region from a high pressure system anchored in over the plains. So on Friday morning, look for temperatures to fall into the upper 40s to lower 50s along over the interior, mid to upper 50s along the coast. High temperatures only in the lower to mid 70s throughout the entire Philadelphia and New York City metropolitan area. But you haven't seen anything yet. So by the time we get to Saturday morning, we have clear skies in place, low humidity, light winds, and that means temperatures are going to crash, and that's going to lead to temperatures falling into the mid to upper 40s, possibly even a few lower 40s mixed in there over the interior, lower to mid 50s along the coast, possibly a few upper 40s mixed in there as well along the coast. I wouldn't rule it out. By the time we get to Saturday afternoon, high pressure remains in control, sky cloud cover expected. Now, there's a wave of low pressure that is trying to develop to the south of us. Right now, I'm keeping us dry. I think this high pressure system is going to be stronger than what the model guidance is kind of suggesting by the way that the 500 millibar pattern is setting up. So Saturday and Sunday, I'm looking for scattered cloud cover but dry conditions, rather cool with a north to northeasterly wind starting to become established. Look for temperatures to range from the lower to mid 50s over the interior, mid to upper 50s along the coast for lows on Sunday morning. High temperatures for Saturday and Sunday, lower to mid 70s along the coast, mid to upper 60s over the interior as this very cool air mass sets in. And then for Monday, the area low pressure will be a little bit more developed on Monday morning with scattered showers throughout the region. I'm looking for a cool, raw, wet start to the work week next week with temperatures in the mid to upper 50s for lows and lower to mid 70s for highs with periods of rain. That's your forecast discussion for today. Of course, I'm your meteorologist, Stephen DiMartino. Follow the latest weather information at nynjpaweather.com and nynjpaweather on Twitter, Facebook, Google+, and LinkedIn. And as always, have a great day and stay safe out there.